Lost something, no. The cost of opportunities is always good to know. But if you know that, then you're good to go. Yeah. No dreams too big. Chase anything, got the passion to do. Only a dream till it happens to you. Finally seeing money, now I'm acting a fool.
Alright. As you guys can tell by the title of the video, I did have to fire Manny. I don't really want to make this video, but I feel like it's necessary for me, and then also to obviously, like, people asking at the gym, instead of me just having to tell everybody 50,000 times. Yes, I did have to fire Manny, but also I hope this video either helps people out who are starting a business, maybe they own a business, maybe you want to work with your friends or your family. Hopefully, you guys get something from this. So, I guess let's start from the beginning, shall we? Manny used to be one of my clients. He started out as my online client. So, I got my number from somebody at WT, and we worked out together one time and just kind of hit it off. With some people, that just kind of happens. Now, for me, before I get into it, my circle of friends is extremely small. And I feel like the older you get, and I'm not saying I'm successful at all, but the more successful you get, I feel like the smaller your circle gets. There might be a lot of people who want to be your friend and talk to you and hang around to you and stuff like that, but as far as your true core group of friends, I feel like that gets smaller and smaller and smaller. Because in high school, I was really popular. Even in college, I had a lot of friends, because obviously I played in the football team. But it's once you get out of college, you kind of really understand who is still in that core group. You know. Anyways, so I didn't really have many friends here. I was just working as a personal trainer at the town club, and I haven't worked out with anybody in a while. So he's like, "Hey man, I know you just started coaching me, but it would be cool to get a workout with you." I said, "Hell yeah!" And we did legs, and I remember thinking, "Damn, this dude's strong. I can't let him show me up for sure." So, anyways, became really good friends. He worked at the town club actually eventually, and our friendship just kind of took off. Manny is one of my really good friends, and again, I don't let a lot of people into my circle. Once my circle is already there, I let very few people in. And yeah, he was immature, or I mean, he is immature. Excuse me, Manny is immature, but he was 20 at the time, I was 26 at the time, so, right, 26? Yeah, I was 26. So, obviously there's an age gap there. I mean, when I was 20, I wasn't very mature either. So, and, and it kind of showed, but it's okay. Anyways, really good friend. When I decided that I wanted to open up my own gym because I was tired of getting screwed over by the town club, he was very supportive, obviously, because we became really good friends before I opened this gym, and he would help me with the clothing line and stuff like that before, and so, anyways, I signed the building. We put in a lot of hours, and he never asked to be paid or anything like that, and we did end up paying him just for his time, but he never asked to be paid. And this is going to kind of get into it a little bit. When we first opened the gym, I only had, whoever many clients came with me, I think it was 8 or 9, not very many. It was honestly just enough to pay the rent here, pay all the bills at the gym, pay the bills at my house, and then pay my bills personally. I wasn't making any money, but, and I spent a lot of my time here, as I do anyways now, but, I mean, I was working 7 days a week, and without me having to ask him, he's like, "Hey dude, if you need a day off or two, if you need the weekends off, let me know. I'll work for you, no problem." And that's what being a friend is. You know what I mean? Like helping somebody out, not wanting anything out of it, but you know, like one of my friends had a business and I would offer him my help. Not that I'm going to expect anything out of it. If something came out of it, awesome, but I wouldn't expect anything out of it. And I think that's what he thought. And so he was helping me out, and I said, dude, listen, when I'm able to, I'll be able to pay you on the weekends to work for me. And if you keep helping me out, like I need the help, because good help is hard to find. Good friends are hard to find, and good help is hard to find. If you keep helping me out, I promise you that I will get you a job. I'll get you a better job than you would be able to do, like coming out of college. Because he graduates, I think, in a few months. So, and I said, dude, if we ever expand to a bigger gym, or if I'm able to hire you on in the clothing line, whatever. Like I would hire you because you're helping me grind when I'm grinding. Like we're grinding together, we're struggling together, and there was that understanding. But it's like, and then I was able to start actually like giving him money because the gym had enough income, or the gym had enough revenue, excuse me, to where I was able to pay an employee. And it seemed like, honestly, as soon as I started paying him, the Manny that I knew kind of started to fade away. Like the Manny that would like stay super late with me, or work out super early just because that was the only time I could work out, or help me clean the gym, or whatever. Because like he used to help me do stuff in here without me even asking. Like he would help me out, and I really appreciated that because, again, I don't have very many friends, and when you help out a friend like that, it just shows how much you care for that person, you know what I mean? So, but he kind of, I feel like he kind of lost his way a little bit, and it just like, he screwed up so many times, and like this is not me like blasting Manny at all, this is just me trying to use examples. You know, he's my friend, and I really want him to be successful, and I want him to be successful with me, you know what I mean? And I wanted him to grow the gym with me and be a trainer at my gym and work with me, and we could take over, you know what I mean? And I just feel like he lost, it's hard to explain, he like lost what he had. Like he had that drive, like that desire, that like just, that will to like just help me out, do whatever it takes, because when he graduated, you know, I promised him a job, like a real job where you'd make money, you'd be training people full time, and because you can make very good money as a trainer, and especially the way that my philosophies and stuff are, I want to be the best training facility in the Panhandle, and he saw the vision, understood it, and he knew what he wanted to do. So I was like, awesome, this is perfect, this is great, all I need to do is get my brother down here and we would just kill stuff. But it just seemed like he kept like tripping over, and what I mean by tripping is like he just kept letting like little thing. I would come to the gym and I'd be like, dude, it's not clean, or like the weights are everywhere, or I'm just using like examples, like maybe it didn't actually happen that way, but I'm just using an example. I'd walk in and I'd be like, dude, there's no toilet paper in the bathroom, or just little stuff. And what he forgot is, since I'm paying him and this is my business, I'm the boss. And he would never admit to people that like I'm his boss. Like if I was like, Manny, am I your boss? He'd be like, no, you're not my boss. I'd be like, Manny, I'm your boss. I'm paying you money out of my pocket to watch the gym. Your money. So like we started to butt heads on that, and then it just like he would do really good for a month, and then he'd just like, excuse my language, he'd fuck up, like fuck up, and then he'd do really good, and I have to talk to him and be like, Manny, stop fucking up. So there was one instance where I went out of town. Just something happened with him and one of my clients as far as like him moving them, and it's just like that was the first straw. And then another thing happened with a car show that we had where he just didn't really help out, and I had friends in California who were helping me out, and he just kind of sat around. So like it just really pissed me off. And again, this is not to bash Manny, this is just for you guys to understand where I'm coming from as a boss and then also as a friend. So it sucks because you want people to be successful with you. You know what I mean? Like, I want all my friends to be successful. I do. And it's hard when you offer somebody something and they kind of forget about it, because if I was offered what he did or he had, I'd have been like, dude, you don't even have to pay me. I'll help you out, because if you're guaranteeing me a job in the future, let me show you that I deserve that job. Where he kind of, at least this is what I felt like, he felt like I owed him that. You know what I mean? Which, I mean, maybe I did a little bit, but you still have to work the rest of the way to get that job. Just because I say, hey, I'm going to give you that job, doesn't mean I actually am going to give that to you. You know what I mean? You need to grind and show me. So, I fired him about 2 weeks ago, and what happened was, it was 3 days, 3 things happened in like a matter of 2 days. And so he was late 30 minutes to a client. The next morning, luckily I was here, he was 20 minutes late to the class, which I had to teach. Luckily I was here at 5 a.m. training somebody. And then that same day, he was 30 minutes late again. And I said, dude, you know what? I just can't do it. And it sucks because I haven't had Manny as a friend in months. We haven't worked out together in months. And it sucks because, you know, I love Manny. Manny is like one of my best friends. I don't have very many friends, and it sucks when that type of shit happens, because that's not what you want to happen. So it's just, you know, he kind of lost his way a little bit. And like for me, I can separate business and friendship. For him, he's emotionally driven. So what I'm saying to you people is, if you work with a boss who's your friend, or if you hire a friend or a family member who's emotionally driven, it will not work out. You have to hire somebody who's going to be able to separate those two. And maybe it was a little bit of my fault too. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but when he's my only employee, he has a lot to live up to. I expect a lot because I know what I'm capable of, so I expect that people who work for me do the exact same shit. And so I don't know where my friendship is with Manny. It sucks because I miss when we used to go out and kick and work out together and go eat. And I haven't had that with him for probably like 9 months, I would say. So, if you are starting a business and you want your friends to work for you, that's perfectly fine. Just make sure that they fit into the mold and they understand what the goal is. And don't hire somebody who... Don't just hand stuff out because they're your friends. Make them work for it, is what I'm saying. And, I don't know, it just sucks, man. Like, I really don't want to make this video, but I need to get some stuff off my chest. So, it really sucks. And, like, if my brother moved down, he's a different type of person than Manny. And there's some stuff that I don't know if Manny's going to be able to change just because that's his personality. And, like, if my brother was to move down, I would take what I learned from hiring Manny and just have my brother either do something different, or if he was to train and stuff like that, have it to where he's not the only one here. Because part of the problem was Manny was my only employee, so again, all the gripe kind of fell on him. If something fucked up, it's on him. So, sorry for the long video, but it's just, I gotta get stuff off my chest. I don't like, you know, and I'm sure Manny will watch this, but, you know, I do miss mine and Manny's friendship, and it sucks because I don't know what is going to happen with me and him in the future. You know, it sucks losing a friend, but you have to kind of make a decision to if that person's going to help make you better and kind of go on the same path as you and your goals. I'm not saying you have to have the same goals, but you should surround yourself with people who push you, motivate you, and just to be better and more successful. So, and that's, it's funny because that's part of the reason why I want my brother to move down here, is because I feel like the people that he hangs out with in Colorado, they're not doing him any good because none of them are successful. They just kind of work regular jobs, and I know that my brother is not meant to do that. My brother's meant for great things. And So again, with the Manny thing, it's like you want your friends to be successful, but maybe they're not supposed to be successful. I don't know. And that sounds kind of bad, but it's kind of the truth. So you can only, you know, I tried my hardest. I could have fired Manny like 3 or 4 times, but I tried my hardest to not let our friendship get in between business, but I wanted him to, you know, be successful, and that's why I let him kind of fuck up too many times, and that's on me, and I shouldn't have let him do that. But it's hard, man, when you want people to be successful and they just kind of fall behind, and you're like sitting there dragging them, like, come on, dude, let's go, like, let's go. And there just comes a point when you just have to let go of that, and that person's gonna make their own mistakes. And I'm hoping me and him can still be friends. I miss our friendship for sure. Like, again, I don't have very many friends here, especially in Amarillo. Most of my friends live in California. There are very few that I have. So, again, this is not a video to bash Manny or anything. He's an extremely great friend, and he helped me build this facility. But when he worked for me, he just wasn't that great of an employee. And I think he kind of forgot that, like, me and him hung out so much that he represented not just the gym, but the brand, like Contagion Athletics. And Contagion Athletics is all about, literally, one of our taglines is grind or die. Like, it's about building yourself up and just keep on going. Otherwise, you die and you just kind of fall into that being average category. And I think that's what he forgot, is like, when he started to fuck up, the CA that he wore on his chest or on his hat didn't mean the same thing that it used to. And when, you know, and he kind of forgot that he's representing my gym as well. And a lot of people would put him and me together. They'd be like, oh, it's Manny? Oh, so yeah, with Kevin, yeah. So I think he kind of forgot, like, what that meant. So that's going to be the end of the video. I appreciate you guys for watching this. Hopefully you guys got something out of it. If not, that's alright. So, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and follow me at KellyBoyKev. Thank you guys for watching.